If you're looking for easy ways to make slime, here I show you my huge compilation of the best recipes from all over the internet to make slime using only one ingredient. The holiday giveaway is still open. It will be international and there will be 2 winners. So if you want to win more than 46 prizes, I will leave all the details down below. The first recipe to make slime is by using only liquid soap. Okay, I'm going to add a bunch of soap. And now I'm going to mix it like this to make a bunch of bubbles. Now, like the soap looks like this, let's put this in the freezer for 2 or 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, this is how the soap looks like. And as you can tell, this recipe totally works. This may not be the greatest slime ever, but if you can't find slime in your country and you're dying to play with it, this is a pretty similar consistency. The next slime is super easy to make. You just need to pour directly into the water a little bit of UHU glue and then slowly start mixing it with your hands. At first it's going to be a little bit sticky, but the more you play with it, the less sticky it gets. And you can add a drop of food coloring if you want to be a specific color. Isn't this so cool? The only thing that I don't like about this slime is that it dries very quickly, so make sure to only play with it for a short period of time. Now the super popular recipe to make slime using fiber. In a bowl or a cup, add 2 tablespoons of fiber and then add a little bit of water. When you see that all the water has been absorbed, put this in the microwave for no more than 30 seconds. And you will see how instantly this is transformed into slime. The more you mix it, the more slimy consistency it gets. Like I have said before, the only thing that I don't like about this slime is the color, but that's something that we can fix pretty quickly by adding a bunch of glitter. Look how awesome the slime looks now that it's full of sparkle. I'm happy to say that this recipe totally works and it's one of my favorites. You can also make slime using only nail polish. Pour directly into the oil a full bottle of nail polish like I'm doing here. And then use a wood stick to move it around very slowly. And you will see how this is transformed into slime or a putty consistency almost immediately. The only thing that I don't like is that you will only get a small amount of slime with this recipe. But hey, it works and that's what matters. You can also make slime using only toothpaste, and for some reason this recipe only works if you use Crest toothpaste. So put the toothpaste in a cup or a bowl like I'm doing here and use a wood stick or a spoon to mix it like this. Now that the toothpaste is all mixed, put this 2 times in the microwave for 30 seconds each time. And this is how the toothpaste looks now. Isn't this so cool? It kinda looks like a sponge, isn't it? Use a wood stick or the spoon to move it around without touching it to create a little ball like this. And then once it is cold, the more you play with it, the more Play-Doh or putty consistency it gets, and I think it's pretty cool and completely random, but if you love mint, I'm pretty sure this will be your favorite recipe. For this one ingredient recipe, you will need an entire tube of glue stick. Cut it into little pieces like so and add water. And now put this in the microwave for 1 minute. Now you should have this consistency. It almost looks like slime, but we are not done yet. Remove the excess water and put the rest in the freezer for 5 minutes. And this is how the slime looks like. The only thing that I don't like is that it feels a little bit sticky, but it totally looks and feels like slime. There's a ton of recipes to make slime using Suave shampoo, so here's the first one. In a bowl, add a little bit and then mix it until you see bubbles. And now it's time to put this in the freezer for 1 hour. After 1 hour, this is how it looks. It totally looks like slime, but once it is in contact with your skin, it starts to melt. But I always find this so fascinating, like, how does this work? Why it turns into slime if it is only shampoo? Anyways, the cool thing is that you can make slime out of it, and that's pretty cool. And here's another way to make slime using the same shampoo. Here I added just a drop of food coloring so you guys can see the slime, but this is entirely optional. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and see what happens. This is so cool! This may not be the best slime ever, but I think it's pretty decent. Next is eraser slime. For this slime, we don't need to make anything. You can easily find this kind of slime or clay erasers at Michael's, and they are very inexpensive. I promise, less than $3. These kind of erasers are super cool, but let's be honest, no one wants to have a boring gray eraser, right? Well, you can make it hollow by mixing the eraser with this kind of holographic cosmetic glitter. This glitter is so fine that it won't mess with the texture of it, so it will continue to work perfectly fine. Look how cool and awesome it looks. I think the holo makes it look 10 times better. Here's an easy way to make instant clear slime using only clear glue. First, fill a bowl with water and contact lens solution. Now grab a clear Elmer's glue and dump it directly into the water like I'm doing here. Since the contact lens solution is perfect to make slime, the glue is instantly transformed into slime once it is in contact with this water. Let it sit for a minute or two and very carefully transfer the slime into a clean and dry cup. I'm doing this very slowly because the more you move it or touch it, the less transparent it will be. Also, if you move it a lot, you will create a bunch of bubbles and we don't want that. Isn't this super cool? You can make Instagram slimes with this recipe. Now what I'm going to do is to add glitter on top just for fun. This is how the final slime looks like. Now let's mix it to create a super cool and glittery clear slime. I think this is my favorite slime of this video. It looks so cool, it's easy to make, and it can last you a long time if you keep this in a small container with lid like the one that I'm using. Here's another super cool way to make one ingredient slime using bubble gum. First, you will need to have ready a bowl with hot water. And now the only ingredient that we're going to use is bubble gum. Remove all the wrapping and put them into the water like I'm doing here. The warm water is going to make the gum softer, and also it will help to remove the sugar so it won't feel sticky. Start moving it with a wood stick and you will notice that the gum is now much softer. Transfer it to a dry container and start kneading it with your hands until it starts to feel like the slime consistency we are looking for. And this is how the slime looks at the end. It was super easy to make, and I'm sure anyone can make it. Just remember to keep this in a container with lid, or if not, it will be hard as a rock in a few hours. Wow, those were all the recipes to make slime using only one ingredient. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see part 2. That's it for today's video, guys. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!